Good morning. Good morning. This is going to be YieldMax Group B, but it's going to include some RoundHill, some Kurv, and RexShares. These monthly distribution will be paid on this Friday, April the 25th. Some will be paid on April the 24th, and some, I believe, will be paid on April the 23rd. And then there's one RexShares that will be paid on April the 28th. All right, so we can see the percentages for each one that is listed currently with PLTY 101 and MARO 101 leaving the pack. So let's get in and find out what the distribution amount is and how much you would get paid if you own these shares. All right, so as I was just stating, these prices vary each month. If you should happen to own some of the above ETFs, here's a roundabout payout you should receive. Below is what you would get paid out for owning the number of shares multiplied by the price per share. So first up, we have dips of YieldMax to be paid this Friday. Previously paid $58.51, currently paying the $61. So if you own 50 shares, it'll be $30.93. 1,000 shares will get you $618.60, and 10,000 shares will get you $6,186. Next, we got NVDY. Previously paid $78.74, currently paying $67.34. So if you own 50 shares, that would be $33.67. 1,000 shares will get you $673.40, and 10,000 shares will get you $6,734. Next up of the YieldMax is GDXY. Previously closed at $16.63. Previously paid $63.94 and is currently paying $72.84. So 1,000 shares of this would be $728, and 5,000 shares would be $3,642. Next, we got BABO paying out this coming Friday. Closed at $17.11 yesterday, and previously paid out $75.78. Currently paying out $65.87. So if you own 1,000 shares of this, that would be $658.70. 5,000 shares will get you $3,293. $3,293.50. All right. LFGY paying out this Friday. Closed yesterday at $14.10. Previously paid out $55.06. Currently paying out a small increase of $52.16. So if you own 100 shares of this, that would be $52.16. 2,000 shares would be $1,043.20. All right, next up is JPMO paying out this Friday. Closed yesterday at $15.81. Previously paid out $37.17. Currently paying out an increase of $56.12. So if you own 500 shares, that'd be $280.60. 2,000 shares would be $1,122.40, and 10,000 will get you $5,612. Next, MRNY, MRNY, paying out this Friday. Closed yesterday at $2.58. I don't know how much lower this can go before they reverse it. All right. Previously paid out $18.27. Currently paying out a reduced amount of $12.61. 50 shares of this will be $6.31. 500 shares will be $61.05, and 10,000 shares will be $1,261. Next is MARO, paying out this Friday. Closed yesterday at $23.73. Previously paid out $1.4783. Currently paying out an increase of $184.68. All right, so if you own 50 shares of this, that would be $92.34. If you own 1,000 shares, that would be $1,846.80. And 10,000 shares will get you a whopping $18,468. Now, $1.84 is very nice for MARO. I hope to own it in the future. All right, drum roll. PLTY paying out this Friday. Closed yesterday at $59.65. Previously paid out $5.3257. Currently paying out a nice dividend of $465.56, ladies and gentlemen. So if you own 50 shares of this, that would be $232.78. 500 shares would be $2,327.80. 1,000 shares would be $4,655.60. And if you are so fortunate to own 10,000 shares, that would be a whopping annual salary for some people of $46,556, depending on where you live in the country. That is more than some people's annual salary. Wow, that's nice. All right, YMAX closed yesterday at $12.62. Previously paid out $13.34. Currently paying out almost an identical amount of $13.67. So if you happen to own 50 shares like yours truly, that would be $6.84. So that would get you at least maybe 2 gallons of gas of regular, depending on where you are in the country. All right, 1,000 shares, that would be $136.70. And 10,000 shares is $1,367. Excuse me. All right, YMAG paying out this Friday. Closed yesterday at $13.82. Previously paid out $0.943. Currently paying out a small reduced amount of $0.924. So 100 shares will be $9.24. 1,000 shares, $92.40. And 10,000 shares will be $924. Did I say that right? 1,000 shares, $92.40. 10,000 shares, $924. All right, next, LFGY closed yesterday at $36.12. Previously paid out $43.07. Currently paying out a small reduction of $40.88. So 500 shares will be $204.40. And 10,000 shares will be $4,088. All right, next we got GPTY. Closed yesterday at $36.41. Previously paid out $25.45. And it is paying out a small reduced amount of $24.72. 1,000 shares will be $247.20. And 5,000 shares will yield you $1,236. Next, we got SDTY. Closed yesterday at $40. Previously paid out $30.85. Currently paying out a small reduction of $30.24. So 2,000 shares will be $604.80. And 10,000 shares will be $3,024. Next, we got QDTY. Closed yesterday at $37.98. Previously paid out $33. All right, so 2,000 shares will be $646.20. 10,000 shares, $3,231. All right, next we got RDTY. Closed yesterday at $41.68. Previously paid out $37.45. Paying out an increase of $45.70. So if you own 2,000 shares, that would be $914. 10,000 shares would yield you $4,570. Next, we got one of the new ETFs, CHPY. Closed yesterday at $44.78. Previously paid out $36.03. Currently paying out $34.54. 2,000 shares of this would yield you $690.80. And 10,000 shares would be $3,454. Next, we got another weekly ETF of YieldMax fund. Closed yesterday, it's ULTY. Closed yesterday at $5.65. Previously paid out 0.852. Currently paying out 0.836. All right, so if you own 400 shares, which is what I do, we will receive $33.44. And if you own 10,000 shares, that would be $836. Next, we got RoundHill QDTY weekly ETF. Closed yesterday at 30.38. Previously paid out 29.34. Currently paying out 239,917. So if you own 2,000 shares, that'd be $479.83. 10,000 shares would be $2,399.17. All right. RoundHill weekly ETF RDTY closed yesterday at $31. Previously paid out a 25.59.1. Currently paying out 311,538. So 2,000 shares would yield you $623.08, and 10,000 shares would yield you $3,115.38. All right. SDTY of RoundHill closed yesterday at $40. All right. Previously paid out $236.44. Currently paying out $342,929. So 2,000 shares would yield you $685.86. 10,000 shares would be $3,429.29. All right. RoundHill YBT weekly ETF closed yesterday at $42.79. Previously paid out $44,319. Currently paying out $4,444,552. So 5,000 shares would be $2,222.76, and 10,000 shares would yield you $4,445.52. All right. Week of the RoundHill weekly ETF, which would be paying out today, which is Wednesday, closed yesterday at 107 cents. Previously paid out 0.78. Currently paying out 0.78334. So if you own 5,000 shares, it'd be $391.67. 10,000 shares would yield you $783.34. All right, now we got Kurv ETF, NFLLP. Previously closed yesterday at 36.67. Previously paid out 65 cents. Currently paying out 55 cents. Excuse me. So, give me a sip of water here. All right. So, if you own 5,000 shares, it would be $2,750. 10,000 shares would yield you $5,500. Come on, get it right, Ray. All right. Kurv KQQQ weekly ETF. Previously paid out $21.79. Nope, I'm sorry, people. Previously closed at $21.79. Previously paid out 15 cents. Currently paying out 25 cents. All right. So if you own 2,000 shares, it'll be $500. 10,000 shares would be $2,500. All right. Next, we got RexShares. FEPI weekly ETF will be paying out tomorrow. All right, on Thursday. So it closed yesterday at $39.25. Previously paid out $943.66. $943.66. Currently paying out a reduced amount of $82.38. So if you own 1,000 shares, it'll be $823.80. 5,000 shares would be $4,119. All right. Next, we got AIPI weekly. Are these weekly? No, these are not weekly. I'm sorry, people. These last RexShares here. And actually, the curves they pay out weekly, but they're not weekly. They are alternating, so they're actually monthly. Sorry about that. I believe this is where we are. See here. AIPI 3805. Previously paid out 128,041. Currently paying out 110.22. So 50 shares of this would be at 110.22 would yield you 55.11. 1,000 shares would be $1,102.20, and 5,000 shares would be $5,511. Next, this is what we had. Next, I'm sorry. All right, so FEPI as 39.25 closed yesterday. Previously paid 94,366 and is currently paying 82.38. So 5,000 shares of this would be $4,119 and 10,000 shares would be $8,238. Oops, went the wrong way. Sorry. All right, so next we got CHPY, monthly ETF. It will be paying out Monday. All right, so I don't have the distribution amount on this because it didn't declare today. So it's likely going to declare on Friday or Thursday, but it's going to pay out Monday either way. All right. So let's conclude our Group B, YieldMax, RoundHill, Kurv, and RexShares ETF. This is YieldMaxMindset saying thank you. Please like and share this video. If you don't like it, please select and click dislike, okay? But if you do like it, click like and share this video. This is YieldMaxMindset. I'm out. Have a blessed day.